Hello everyone, this is Bryant with SFOTsource.com, your premier guide to Six Flags Over Texas. A little bit of a change in scenery today. We are actually here at Hurricane Harbor Arlington, which is right across the highway from Six Flags Over Texas. This is the water park for the DFW area. And this year in 2024, they are celebrating their 40th anniversary. So if you are new to the channel, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, thank you all for coming back. We greatly appreciate it. So today what we're going to do is give you a full tour of Hurricane Harbor Arlington. We have not been here in a handful of years, and I'm sure a lot has changed. Now, as I mentioned, it is the 40th anniversary, and as of the filming of this, there's nothing on the website that talks about anything special they're doing. We'll see if there's any kind of context clues around the park. But I'm not really sure if they're doing anything big for the 40th anniversary other than offering a nice way to cool off. But you know, stay up to date with their social media and their website, because if anything pops up, that's where it's going to pop up. So let's check out the park. We have made our way into the park. You can see here they do have the touchless security and all of that here. It functions a lot like Six Flags Over Texas. I like to divide this place into three areas. You've got the left, you've got the center where your wave pool and lazy river are, and then as you swing around to the right, you have a bunch of other water slides off to this side. So here at the entrance, of course, you have a guest relations booth, which can also be accessed from outside of the park before you go through security. The first thing you run into food-wise is Gnarly's Frozen Paradise, which serves Bluebell ice cream. You can get drink refills, that kind of stuff. On the other side, you have a gift shop, a very standard gift shop. You've got hats, flip-flops, you know, everything you need to get you ready for the water park, towels, all that. There are some swimsuits in there. You have the Pineapple Man, which is also a booth at Six Flags Over Texas. You can see him waving over there. And then over that way, you have your tube rentals, which you could see as 15 for a single or 20 for a double. So you can kind of rent your own tube and take it around the water park. Now, if there's a slide that needs a tube, of course, they supply it. But it's nice for like the lazy river and stuff like that. So lots of stuff going on here at the front. I think we're going to go into the center section first. As you come up over the bridge, you're greeted by the lazy river, which goes around the wave pool around this little center section. It's a very calm lazy river. They do have various spots where you can get in and get out. And you're also greeted by the Hurricane Bay Bar, which is kind of what you expect. Adult beverages, a little bar area to set up. They've got TVs and stuff like that. So we were just on that bridge, and to the right of that is Cabana Cove, where you rent your cabanas. And they don't have any pricing up. You can find the pricing online though, and I highly encourage you to book these online, because they are very likely to sell out as the summer goes on. But they've got all kinds of cabanas. You've got the double-decker cabanas, and you've got kind of your more standard cabanas all along the side of the wave pool over here. So lots of cabanas to choose from. And then of course, right here in the center, boom, you've got the wave pool. So if you want to kind of hang out, chill, wave pool's not a bad place to do that. So right to the left of the wave pool, you've got another little quick stand, which is Sharky's. They have pretzels, ice cream bars, chips, drinks, that kind of stuff. You've got a bank of lockers off this way, and I don't think we're going to go over there. I think we're going to go the other way. You can see all the loungers and stuff that they have out here. Lots of seating areas in this section. And to the right of the wave pool, you have the Splash Shack, which is another quick snack stand. They've got barbecue, nachos, chips, Dippin' Dots, drink refills, all that kind of stuff. Another just really quick stop to get some really basic items. Uh-oh, the alarm went off. That means the wave pool is firing up. So over here you have another bank of cabanas, but also butted right up against the wave pool are these two-seater loungers, which are an additional charge. That little Cabana Cove booth is where you would stop by to check out the pricing or to rent one of these. So a little bit of a private area. You've got shade and stuff, but there's no storage or anything like you would get in a normal cabana. So just keep that in mind. Folks enjoying the wave pool. It's not a super crazy wave pool or anything. Of course, the further back you go, the deeper it gets. But pretty calming wave pool, nothing too wild. I do love the sound though, it's very relaxing. All right, so on each side of the wave pool, you're flanked by these double-decker seating areas. So we're actually standing under one right now. This is where your other bank of lockers is. And they do have the picnic tables and everything like that on both levels. Now, in my opinion, it's really brave to kind of leave your stuff out on these tables. You're kind of inviting theft. That's just my personal opinion, but they do have plenty of lockers on this side, and then like we said earlier, on the other side as well. The lazy river does kind of span, circling the perimeter of this area like we showed you earlier, but I did want to point out there's also an ADA ramp that would take you up to the second level of this little shaded seating area. This is a really good rule to live by. If you've got the Hershey squirts, don't be going on stuff here. All right, we've come back over to this kind of entry plaza area, back over the bridge. So I think we're gonna go to the left. Now, you do have this refreshment hut, which does like quick drinks. They have a turkey leg, which is actually on the dining plan for those of you who are still going crazy about that. There is an ADA accessible entrance to the wave, or the lazy river over here, which is great. If you swing around this way, you have one of your kind of bigger food places. And you can see they've got nachos, ice cream, funnel cakes, beverages, all kinds of stuff. So we've come around to the front side of Tropical Treats. As you go this way, you've got another bank of lockers, restrooms. There's a quick little snack stand with popcorn and pretzels and nachos. And then you run into Strutter's totally awesome chicken, dude. So here at Strutter's, you can get some wing baskets with different sauces. You can get fry baskets, and they have beverages as well. So you've probably noticed shade is a little bit of a premium here at Hurricane Harbor. They do have some slightly shaded sections in front of these two restaurants. As you come this way, you run into Bahama Margaritas and Snacks, which are exactly what it sounds like. You've got nachos, pretzels, ices, the spirits there, all kinds of stuff. As we continue around the corner, you run into a Bonsai beer and snack stand, which is pretty much what we've been seeing this whole time. You can see those restrooms that we pointed out before right up there. And then you run into a much larger food place, which is Surfside Grill. There's so many misters here at Surfside Grill. We're gonna try to get in on the menu. Oh, geez. But they've got hamburgers, chicken strips, fries, all of your kind of classic theme park fare here. So right up top there, you have Surfside Grill, and as you come down to this little subsection, you run into the Oasis pool area, which is just another kind of big relaxation pool. It's 1 feet 6 inches over here. They do have like a big fountain thing going on over there. There is seating up top. It's very calm and relaxing over here. This is one of the older sections of the water park, and they do have an ADA accessible entry into this pool as well. Right next to the Oasis pool, you run into another quick food stand, which serves up Dippin' Dots and soft drinks. So here's kind of a better look at that little centralized area of the Oasis pool. I'm kind of thinking maybe that's like the preferred seating up there for diamond passes. We don't really come here a lot. I don't see any signage or anything without actually walking up there. But down on this lower level, you do have a lot more loungers. You've got kind of that double tiered area. You've got more lockers over here. Lots of seating. All right, folks, we have finally run into the first set of water slides. This is Hydramaniac. It is 4 body slides enclosed. You start out up there. The height requirement is 42 inches. The weight limit is 250 pounds. And the craziest part about this slide is that it dumps you out into 12 feet of water. So you, oh my gosh. you've got to be a really good swimmer to do these, because it is very deep over here, and there they go, popping out everywhere. You've got another set of body slides over here and another 12-foot deep pool. So not for the faint of heart. You got to make sure you're a strong swimmer if you're going to brave these. For a little wayfinding, you've got the Oasis pool in the background over there. You've got these body slides. We're actually going to come down this way and show you the stuff on the lower level down here. And this bottom level down here has tons of uncovered seating. It looks like maybe I don't think so. There may have been a cover over here at one point, but it wasn't mostly covered. But you have Hooks Lagoon over here, which is a family-friendly, kid-friendly water play complex with multiple water slides. You've got the big bucket over there, all kinds of little water features. There is like a little 3 feet deep swimming area over here. We're not gonna get too close because there's kids in there right now, but there is also another set of restrooms down that way. Oh, the bell is going off. I think that means we're gonna get a bucket dump anytime. I like the little parrot up there. Very piratey themed goodness. Oh, here we go. Oh my goodness, that is good. That would get you soaked, no doubt. Right across from Hooks Lagoon, you have Tsunami Surge and Typhoon Twister, which are these slides here, the white, black, teal, and the green and the orange. And we'll point out some safety facts here real quick. It's 48 inches for both of these, 250 pounds if you're a single rider, or you can do a 2-person raft, which has a total of 400 pounds for the weight capacity. So just keep that in mind. The water is 24 inches deep at the splash out. And Typhoon Twister is kind of like your classic toilet bowl water slide. You can't really see what's going on in there, but you start out in that enclosed area and come out into here. And then the other slide over here is like a big half pipe type of thing. It's pretty fun. Haven't been on it in a handful of years. There they go. Having a great time. And right next to these two slides, you have Tornado, which is a Hurricane Harbor staple, but they are very, very fun, very intense. And we'll show you kind of the setup for riders. You have to be 48 inches tall. You can either be 250 pounds, that's the minimum with 2 riders. You can't single rider this. Or a total of 700 pounds if you're doing the 3 or 4 rider option. The water at the bottom of this is 3.5 feet deep as well. And it does say weak swimmers are encouraged to wear a life jacket. My goodness, so they do have life jacket stations all around with free life jackets. So we've come back kind of over by Hooks Lagoon. Man, say that 3 times fast. And there is a food stand here called Mike's Chicken Shack. They do have chicken strips, mini corn dogs, cheese fries, mac and cheese, brownies, drinks, and then the kind of classic Six Flags Primo's Pizzeria, which is going to be your slices of pizza. They do have bacon cheddar ranch fries and side salads and things like that. So we're making our way back up to the main entrance. You've got the Oasis pool that way. You swing around this way, they do have a very handy tool here, which is a scale for you to kind of discreetly check your weight. They give you the weight requirements for all the slides here, and you can check without having to get in line and wait a long time and hopefully be able to ride, so very handy. All right, so we were just down there and we wrapped back around up this way, got the lazy river and the wave pool in that center section. And this is how you get up to the Oasis seating area, which is unattended right now, but it does look like there's normally an attendant there. But you have more slides over here to check out. So right here above us is the Bonsai Pipeline, which is a set of 3 body slides. And this is one of the more weight-friendly body slide rides. It's a 40-inch height requirement, and you can be 300 pounds to ride. So water depth there at the bottom is only 6 inches deep as well. Let's check out these slides in action. So as we're heading down to check out the Bonsai Pipeline, they do have another restroom stop here. They do have some showers there if you need to rinse off really quick. And they have a water bottle filler, which is always nice to see. Now, this is another spot where you can actually get back to the center. You can see the lazy river going right over there. As you take the scenic pathway around, you can see Six Flags Over Texas off in the distance. Not too far of a drive. Here is a better look at the Bonsai Pipeline. Now, they used to have these like crazy cookie sheet style slides here, and those were taken out. So we're actually kind of standing on the pool where those used to be, and they reutilized this area, turned it into a seating area. There are some loungers and such, but Bonsai Pipeline, nice family level, family friendly body slide. And of course, right next to Bonsai Pipeline is the Black Hole, which is this big enclosed water slide. It's like a spaceship up there. You can see pretty popular today. And you dump out right here, but it is pretty much completely enclosed until you get to the end. I'm not gonna lie, every time I ride Black Hole, I pretty much get dumped out of the tube. So I wanna know in the comments below, are there any water slides here that do that to you, or is that just me? So the safety sign for Black Hole is kind of in a weird spot. There's a lot of people, it's right in the middle of the line, but the height requirement for Black Hole is 42 inches. If you're a single rider, the weight limit is 250 pounds. And if you're riding as a double rider, the weight limit is 400 pounds. All right, we have backtracked back over to the main entrance so that we can go into this kind of third sector of the water park. And you are first greeted by Blue Raider and Raging Rapids. And you'll see here 36 inches for both of these. If you're gonna double ride Blue Raider, weight limit's 400 pounds, 250 for single rider. And then Raging Rapids, of course, is a single rider, 250 pounds. And both of these have 4.5 feet of water at the splash out. So Blue Raider and Raging Rapids just wind their way down the hillside here. The Blue Raider on the left is a much more kind of conventional water slide. On the right, you have Raging Rapids, which if you've been to Schlitterbahn, is a lot like a tube chute. We've got someone coming down Blue Raider right now, though. Here they come, splashing down. Boom. So as you pass by the Blue Raider, you run into another slide complex tower, which is home to Seawolf, which is a multi-person raft ride. And then they have two body slides, which are Atlantic Panic and Caribbean Chaos. All of those go up this tower right here. Here is a look at the safety rules for Atlantic Panic and Caribbean Chaos, which you can see are these slides right here. The height requirement is 36 inches. The maximum weight is 250 pounds. And your water depth is only 6 inches deep at the bottom of those. And on the other side of the steps, of course, is the Seawolf, which you have to be 36 inches tall to ride. If you're 36 to 48 inches, you have to ride with someone at least 54 inches tall. And the minimum weight is 250 pounds, individual rider, 600 pounds for the full raft. You do have to ride this 2 or 3 people at a time, that is the rule. And then it's 3.5 feet deep at the splash out. So the entrances to Atlantic Panic, Caribbean Chaos, and Seawolf are down that way, but the slides actually dump out over here by Blue Raider and Raging Rapids. So we'll see these slides in action here. There's definitely people coming down Atlantic Panic and Caribbean Chaos. These are a lot of fun, kind of the more old school slides that they still have left here for sure. Oh, boom, big old splash down there at the bottom. Oh, and we got Seawolf coming down. Seawolf is so much fun. You can really get to rocking in these rafts, and then you don't have to take your raft back up like on Tornado. They do have a belt for this one. All right, let's keep on moving. As we continue on, you run into another children's play area, not as intense as the other one. Over to the left of this play area, you've got more loungers for seating. There once was a water slide here called Mega Wedgie. It has since been removed, but they took this space and I think maximized it, gave you more seating areas that are shaded and more loungers over here. Now, right in front of Seawolf, which is one of the slides we just looked at, is JB's Smokehouse, another one of the bigger restaurants here. And I don't know if you can see that menu. The TV is really dim, but they have brisket, mac and cheese, fry plates. They've got cookies, chips, turkey legs, cheeseburgers, and sliced brisket. So it's kind of like JB's Smokehouse at Six Flags Over Texas, but if he was like, you know, on vacation or something. As we continue down, you run into Wahoo Racer, which is probably my favorite mat racing slide that I've ever been on. It's kind of like an extended version of what you typically see, but show you the safety rules there. 42-inch height requirement, 300 pounds to ride. You do lay on your stomach and come down on a mat. You see that guy, 2 people racing down. Oh, 3 people. A lot of people will tell you there are definitely methods to the madness to win this thing and go as fast as possible, but they're lots of fun. Across from Wahoo Racer, you have the Small Surfer, which is like one of these surfing simulators. It's not a real crazy one. It's pretty tame, pretty family friendly, but you can enjoy trying to surf your way over this. And there is another seating area off to the right of here. And last but definitely not least, over here in this corner, you have Der Stuka, Dive Bomber, and Geronimo, which are these high intensity body slides. If you've driven by Hurricane Harbor during the off season, they actually had the top of this pulled off. I'm sure that they were doing some structural work to increase the longevity of this slide tower, which is always a great thing. These are very high intensity, and I'll zoom in on that safety placard there. So 48-inch height requirement and 300 pounds is the weight limit. The water at the bottom is 5.5 feet deep. Very imposing set of slides if you're not used to them. You can see them coming down, splashing down into the pool down there. You don't see a lot of these big slides with pool runouts, which is definitely kind of an older school type of thing. And we end our adventure down over here in this little corner, which is another bathroom location and first aid if you need to utilize that. There are some cabanas along the back here as well, but very nice little water park for sure. All right, everyone, that does it for this look at Hurricane Harbor here in Arlington, Texas, just across the highway from Six Flags Over Texas. Lots of fun and lots of things to do out here. So if you're looking for something to do to beat the heat, this is the place to come. You got plenty to do for every thrill level, children, families, and those thrill seekers. So make sure you come out here and check it out. If y'all have any questions about Hurricane Harbor Arlington, let us know in the comments below. We'll be happy to help you out. One thing I will say is, if you're coming out here, make sure you have the sunscreen, number one. Make sure you're drinking tons of water. It gets hot out here really fast. So that is kind of my one end-all be-all kind of tidbit of advice if you're coming out here. We thank you all for watching. Take care. We'll see you soon on our next adventure.